Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 25 of the Void Frogs podcast. My name is Stiffy McGee, and I am ruled today by my host and mentor, the amazing Q Mag. I didn't write this. I didn't write this.
Yeah.
It's good. It's the best one you've done so far.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
Go on, Q.
Today we are going beyond science. We have gone into the world of myths. We have captured the bird of legend, died and reborn, rose from the ashes, shedding the flames of a previous life to soar into the skies of YouTube. He has poked the mons in Minecraft, constructed cursed images from nothing but a screen into the game, and which also was technically a screen because of the YouTube, but
yeah,
that's where we saw it. Anyway, Crammer of Christmases, remover of suns, trainer of Pigstep, hero of guitars. Please welcome the genius map maker, meme master, and lawbreaker of Minecraft, Mr. Phoenix SC!
Hey!
What's up? I was worried for a second because, you said lawbreaker. What have you looked into?
Oh no! All the time, you're like, this is illegal in Minecraft. I
see what you mean.
Well, we're gonna talk about those other laws you brought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went far back with that stuff. Some of those things, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I have to remember this stuff now.
Huh? Yeah,
really good.
Putting you on the spot. It's actually, I got the FBI at the door. They're waiting for the questions. So let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Although FBI can't do it. FBI isn't even from my country or your country, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
Oh, you're from you're from Canada?
Yeah, that should be a statement, not a question.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I had no idea.
I am not. In fact, today is it's my country's Independence Day. Just gonna put it out there a little bit.
It's not out on the 4th of July, but this is being recorded on the 4th
it's
of
not.
July.
But we're recording it. I just had.
I mean, yeah, that's great and all. We had ours 4 days ago.
Yeah,
we were first.
Anyway, we got Phoenix Hamster.
Oh my gosh!
What is
How did that happen?
What is this? This is wild. I'm so glad that you're here. Because first of all, your videos are weird, and I just want to.
That's why he's glad you're here, because your weird videos.
I've been hoping to have a weird, conversation with you, but you've done a lot of really cool stuff, and I've actually learned a lot about you because I only started watching your videos maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and
oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and started picking up some of the things you've done, and then obviously we have the mutual relationship with Shockbite, and seeing a lot of your stuff as well, just kind of through the grapevine sort of thing. But also over the last few weeks, I've just been learning so much about you and what you've done in your journey, and I am excited to be able to share that with others, and talk about all this stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Sure, but we have a lot in common. All of us.
It's
weird.
It is.
We're all humans.
Yeah.
We have noses.
Oh yeah.
How many ears you got?
One.
2?
Just
two.
I got 2.
Just like everyone else. Just like everyone else.
Just like
I have 2.
That's amazing.
He's covering them up.
Yeah.
Before we get into a bunch of questions and stuff, Phoenix, just for the people who don't know you, who might not know you, who are listening in right now, could you just say who you are and what you do a little bit?
I make videos on YouTube. That's what I do.
That's great.
So we're done.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's the reviews on my videos are very weird.
Yeah.
Just to say the least. And that kind of summarizes my content a little bit. I started YouTubing in 2014 when map making was huge. Java map making was everyone was playing maps, basically. Every YouTuber you'd see uploading daily, making maps. So I tried to make my contribution by making maps. And that, obviously, a lot of people played them. And then a lot of things happened in Minecraft. And sort of the content just shifted really slowly. And then it became this, meme-ified environment where I'd make a lot of cursed things now. Like back in the day, no one would call any of my stuff cursed, but like today, that is the word.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's just the label that I have. And so that's the content I make. And if you're into that stuff, there you go.
Wouldn't be? I'm totally want to get into that because it's personal to me to see you be able to skyrocket out of map making. But let's start off because what we like to do, and you've seen the show a little bit. We like to start off with I really like to start off with a couple of questions of going over your Minecraft name and your skin.
Yep.
So you specifically have a couple of names: Phoenix SC, Phoenix Hamster.
Yes.
I think there was Phoenix ASC or something like that.
That's just the hamster bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
That's the hamster bit. Okay, so where does I think SC was survival something, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I have a server sponsored by Shockbite. You can censor that if you need to. But
no, we are too.
Yeah, so
is there a link? Is there a link at the bottom, I think?
Yeah, just leave it there.
There you go.
But
there's a link at the bottom.
Yeah, I have a public server that people can play on. And I started making YouTube videos mainly to kind of democratize that sort of map making content. So the technical side of Minecraft that not a lot of people really know about. And even today, not a lot of people know about. So I have a server called Survival Craft, which I started a long time ago with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And that's the SC bit. So I started making videos to try and sort of explain to people how to make things on a server. And that's the SC bit. And then the Phoenix bit, I have no idea. I really don't remember why I gave the name Phoenix. I'm into Phoenixes. I really like them. Yeah. But it's not like I have some sort of like visceral connection to Phoenixes, but I just really like them. So that's where the Phoenix comes in.
Just said, I'm a descendant of the Phoenix.
I might as well be.
Yeah.
Would that just make you a Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that makes sense. You are Phoenix, so
yeah.
Phoenix is.
And then the hamster bit's just a nickname for myself, that because my name's Hamish, and so hamster is the kind of nickname for that. So that's the combination of the name.
Yeah, it's not hamster. It's hamster.
It's hamster without the er.
Like you're a hamster rapper or something.
Well, in high school, like people like to use the word. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my nickname. So that's how it all came about. Yeah.
The hamster.
Right. Well, it fits. We got Mojangstas, which I learned is.
There we go.
Used to say Mojangster, and was told that's
so
wrong.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
You actually have. I know Q is going to want to talk about your skin, but you have a few other channels too. So you have Phoenix SC, MC, right? Wait, am I?
No. Nope.
Not at all.
Whoa,
there is another map maker out there called I'm pretty sure they're called Phoenix MC. I think it is. You. That is not me.
Get them out of here.
That is another map maker.
Get all those questions off of here.
I've seen their maps as well.
Oh, I see.
It's just a weird coincidence that they have the same name or very similar name.
But you do have 4 channels.
2.
You only have 2 channels?
I do.
Which one were you looking at? 4. I could have swore I saw 4 channels.
Which one?
Look, Phoenix MC has a 278 viewed video from 5 years ago. That's the most recent. I don't think you have to worry about that one.
Yeah, no, we're all good there. Okay, well then I'm just wrong. Research team is.
There's a lot of the deep diving that you've looked into the wrong thing.
Well, that's okay.
It's all right.
Hey, we're learning. We're learning.
Only 2 channels though.
Only 2 channels, and we're gonna link to both of those down in the description. But let's look back at. Okay, so we talked about your name. Yeah. Q always wants to talk about the skin. So here's
yes, because the skin is who you are as a Minecraft player.
It is.
What is your skin? I haven't seen your skin, Q.
My skin is like a.
Maybe I've seen it. I don't know.
I didn't make.
Oh no! I've definitely seen it. Yeah, absolutely. You've got the thing and then the 2 eyes.
You've got the yellow face and the fiery arms and body and all that stuff, right?
I think so. Yeah.
You designed it yourself?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Is it
That would've
supposed
been,
to be a phoenix bird, or is it something else?
Like, oh god, I think there must be a way to look at when your skin was created, or like when your account was created, because that would have been the time. I don't think I've changed it ever since, like the very beginning.
Name MC.
I don't remember.
NameMC.com.
It's gotta be. Okay.
We can look and see if you've changed it.
Really? You can actually see if you've actually changed
It
the
shows
skin
you
cell?
like
your
your
history.
skins you've had.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Sure does.
Oh.
2416. What? Oh no, that's MC. That's MC.
No, I do have. I think I do have 3 Minecraft accounts. So
Ooh.
I think the Phoenix SC one must have been relatively new compared to the other 2. But I don't think I designed it.
You don't remember.
If I had to make a guess, I don't think I designed it. I think I looked one up. Oh my god, the person who designed that one. I'm so sorry. I don't know who you are, but I'm using it. So
like Planet Minecraft.
Oh,
that's where I got mine
must have
from.
been.
I don't know who made it, and actually there's another YouTuber.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You guys are
I really don't.
thieves.
No.
You're thieves.
Oh
both
my
of
god,
you.
I'm so sorry. That's my
Well, they
law-breaking
can-
moment.
You know what? They can play our maps. That's the trade-off. For
Yeah.
free.
It's all right.
But
okay,
yeah,
so-
I don't think I made it.
Well,
Okay,
if you can
so-
forgive me for saying Phoenix MC, then
Yeah.
I'll forgive you on behalf of that person.
We'll
for
be
Well, that's a
quiet.
reasonable. That's a
Stealing their
reasonable
skin.
mistake. Actually, it is.
So part of the skin, we don't even we don't remember anything about the skin.
Nope.
But
Yeah.
on your YouTube videos, your little logo in the bottom right corner is a blue face.
Yes.
And I don't think you have this anymore, but when you used to have your logo, you had a little fat purple guy who smashes on a command block.
I love that little guy.
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. Okay.
Mm.
Those aren't the Phoenix. What are those?
No. So I have I got another guy who works on all of the technical stuff behind my website and also on the server. He helps out. And he's really into pomegranate juice.
Ah.
I've never had it. I'm not good at food stuff. I've never drunken anything like that before.
Yeah.
But he's really into it, and there was this really cute cartoon thingy that I think someone else drew for me, and he's been sitting around on like my outros for a bit, and now he's not there anymore.
No.
I redesigned my outro recently, so
Well, so
I don't
that's
think-
your technical pal. That's who that is.
yeah. So he helps run my public server, and he helps out with my website.
The pomegranate.
His name's Phantom. Shout out to him.
Phantom
And
MC or
yeah, he's from
Phantom MC?
Canada. Yeah.
Oh
So
man, yeah, woo!
Yeah. So he's into that stuff, like the pomegranate juice, and I don't know. And then he helped out with like that was a long time ago. So I still talk to him, still helps out, but that's the story behind it. So it's nothing to do with Phoenixes. No.
What's the blue? What's the little blue icon? It's your.
So
guy
my
from the
it's
other
my
one.
face, my skin, the face. It's just recolored.
Mm.
I recolor it for a
Yeah,
few
but-
different things, like because it looks better on
Yeah,
a different
but
media.
but it's your main channel logo thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's my skin face.
You
The
just
skin
like, I'm just gonna
is
make
my
it
logo.
blue.
Yeah, I like my favorite color is blue. I think that's
Hey.
probably the reasoning behind that.
I'm
Yeah.
It
very
looks good.
surprised. I thought there'd be some
Nah.
crazy meaning behind it.
Don't.
No,
Yeah.
that's my logo is so simple
Yeah.
that you could probably ask a 4-year-old to draw it, and it'll look better than the one I'm using right now. It's so simple. It's like 4 squares, like 3
You
squares.
just insulted that guy who created that skin on Planet Minecraft.
I'm so
17
sorry. I don't
years
know
ago.
who it is. I probably
He's not
went
as good as
on.
a 4-year-old.
I probably went on Planet Minecraft just
Yeah.
to look at that because back in the day, Planet Minecraft was so big.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to put their things on Planet Minecraft. So that's probably where I found the skin,
Mhm.
but I have no idea who made it. I don't think I made it. It couldn't have been me.
I think that you guys who do the map making stuff, we've had a few other map makers here, like Jigarbov, and
Mhm.
the answers
Yeah.
that we get for like, where'd your name come from? Where'd your skin come from? It's like I
Yeah.
just picked
Wow.
one. I just typed some words, some letters on a keyboard. Like it was just cool. Like there's no reason for it. And you're just like,
Well, I
just
don't
picked a
know
stone.
where like, and only like 'cause I watched Captain Sparkle's one where he explained his name as well.
Yeah.
It's sometimes like these things like these are just random.
Yeah.
They just people just think of a name, comes up.
Yeah.
Is really nothing too deep about it.
It's still intriguing.
Yeah.
Like what? And especially
it is.
People are going to be like, Phoenix. Has he ever done an interview? Google Phoenix interview. Void Progs podcast. I'm watching that video, and that gives all the answers to you.
It's not that great.
Yeah.
No, this
Pretty underwhelming.
Totally great. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Actually, last night I was watching some of your like really old videos, and your intro came in, and the little purple guy, the pomegranate, popped up at the same moment that the pomegranate popped up. I heard the sound of yelling, and not like mad yelling, but just like a yell out. And I was like, "Wait, is that the pomegranate? Like, does the pomegranate?" It was
from
just
the intro.
I thought it was, but it was just Q.
It
was Q saying something to his daughter. Like, what? It's like, I thought that was the
that would have been an
They
interesting experience.
My daughter comes out. She's like, I have had enough. You need to go to bed, to her little brother. Like, you don't need to worry about him. Go to bed. It's both your bedtime.
Yeah, I thought that was the pomegranate.
Oh my god.
Forward to. I have had enough.
Yeah.
Family life.
Oh my gosh. Hey, a lot of people might not know this about you, and I found that you're very intelligent. Not that they don't know that, but you have background in
what a
in
rude
law,
thing to say.
business, I believe, too, right? I'm trying to save myself here. And you've done a video where you've actually said, like, this is a legal term and this is a legal term, and like,
that's
pretty.
When I was so into the whole like reading, because when you study for a law degree, there's so much reading. It's just copious amounts of like stacks of books on your table that you don't want to look at, but you have to because you have to do so much reading every week.
Yeah.
And so it would be not uncommon for me to randomly slip in like legal terms like subconsciously in videos because that's all I've been exposed to like the entire week. So I have no idea what else I'm going to say. That's kind of what happens.
This is how you do this command block creation. Input subpoena /.com. No, wrong.
But what, like, which videos were you talking about?
It's kind of a maybe a controversial topic, but you were kind of
which one?
I want to know what he's talking about.
Talking about the Microsoft Mojang.
Yeah. We all have opinions on that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's I don't mind it. I think it's great for the game, and they've pushed it into different avenues that are really helpful and more educational now. It's not just a game. It's something bigger than that, and I think they've helped out.
I appreciate you saying that. I've brought that up quite a few times. I love that topic.
Yeah.
You know, what is Minecraft? We won't get into it because we've gotten into it so many times before. But
there's so many things we can say about it, but I think ultimately it was a good thing.
So I guess the next thing I'm curious on is YouTube now the thing? Are you like doing that full time? Are you kind of like, well, you know, I'm still doing law or whatever? Like, what's your?
No, I think the law's behind me.
Yeah.
For the most part.
See, I was gonna bring up the FBI again, but yeah.
Yeah.
Behind you.
No, we follow the rules. We'll have to follow. When I say the law's behind me, what I mean is like I went into like we could have so much discussions about this because we all have the when you go and finish school, you tend to do what you think is right or like what would give you the best success in life. Yeah. And so what people would do most of the time is to try like overachieve, and they'll try and get the best grades. And so what happens is they go into study something that they end up not actually wanting to do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying law isn't something that I wanted to do because it was at the time. But then midway through the degree, I decided that this is a little bit depressing. Like law is a very depressing subject.
Sure.
What do you do for a living? You try and beat someone in a courtroom And that's how you make your money. While you are like, you win the case, you make someone else's life feel a little bit more depressing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I realized midway through the degree. So I was like, nah, I don't want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually kind of fortunate that YouTube worked out for me for now. But like, I don't know whether this is what I'm going to do like 10 years from now.
Right.
We'll see what happens. But right now, yeah, YouTube is my main source of income, which I'm very fortunate for.
Yeah.
But I also do a lot of side things for other people to keep myself sort of connected to the real world. Because a lot of what you do on YouTube is you think of a video idea, you sit down, you make a video, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So I do some side things for other people. I also work with Blockworks. So you talked to James Delaney a few weeks ago.
Great
it was probably
stuff.
like a long time ago. He's a great guy. Love him. And yeah, so I also help out with that because there's a lot of technical stuff with what they do. So that's kind of the
I don't know how you have time
summary.
Well, that was the thing. I was looking at your videos and I'm like, this guy's working on a Pokemon map. How is he putting out videos all the time? When I did diversity, I'm like, here's a video for every 4 months. I am blown away that you were able to have that time to do that.
I'm kind of surprised myself that I managed to like juggle a law degree, put out like 4 videos a week, run a server, and make YouTube videos. Like, come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have done that. It's a bit harmful for my own health and well-being. But yeah, I was able to, and because I liked it. Like in the end, if you really enjoy something, you'll make the time for it. So I didn't want to give it up just because I was studying law. But yeah, it worked out in the end.
You still
to say the least,
a lot of stuff.
I think I do. Yeah.
Do you feel a balance today compared to back then when you were doing the law degree and everything too? Or do you still feel like the same energy level?
Oh no, it's much better now because I don't have to worry about passing like 4 exams every semester or something. But I have a practice for like calendar blocking. So where every Saturday, what I do is I would schedule everything that I have to do for the week. And I mean like everything for the week. So I make sure that if I miss something, I know what I've missed and I'll go back to it. But it's always just making sure you also schedule fun things like watching Netflix, watching movies, going outside, exercising. That's really important. And so I'm able to make sure that I'm able to cover all these bases while also committing to, making YouTube videos, spending time with my family. And so I do that every week just to make sure I've, keep myself healthy and happy, right?
That's good. That's good. Yeah. And and especially because, YouTube can be such a chaotic, crazy environment. So that's gotta help to have some order and some confidence. Like, this is what I'm stepping into next week. And so I feel good about that. So that's cool.
And you can also look back and like, oh, I've achieved this much. And you can be really happy that you've done that much.
I love that. That's something that... So lately, I've been trying to get back to doing the calendaring thing. We're kind of all over the place with this conversation, but it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. But I've been trying to get back into the calendaring thing because I used to be very diligent with that. And my favorite thing absolutely was at the end of the day, looking at what I've accomplished and being like, that's a lot of good stuff. I feel good.
It is. And you like just something so satisfying about just crossing off something off the list and like, I achieved this for the day and I can go to bed satisfied.
Yeah.
And that's really good. That's really cool.
Yep. Hey, so real quick, before we move away from like your early days and law degree and all that, it's actually interesting that you bring up, or that, that you pursued a law degree. Because we had another guest and we asked him, what would you do if you weren't a YouTuber? And he said that he would get into law.
Without hesitation.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Without hesitation. He says lawyer.
He would, lawyer. Log.zip, Tyler Pappas.
God.
And he was one of those guys in your 600, 700 subscriber special. he made the video showing off your Pokemon map, and you thanked him, and he I laughed because you said your video went viral with like 50 shares, and it's like
I think oh my god, that was like 2014 when you made that video and showed people the Pokemon thing.
Yep.
You know, if I had a conversation with him, I'd tell him like, "Are you sure you want to be a lawyer? Like, do you know what you're getting yourself into?" But
let's make it happen.
Well,
Tyler.
you see, the thing was, the question was, YouTube doesn't exist. What are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
Well, if that question was given to me, I would have no doubt that it'd be something regarding sport. Because if I wasn't like spending hours a day making YouTube videos, I'd probably be playing sport.
You could come over here to the States and go to Pennsylvania, where they have the Phoenix SC soccer club.
Oh my god! You Google Phoenix SC on Wikipedia. That's the first thing that comes up because I know, like, I've done that. Like, do I have a Wikipedia page yet? No, I don't. But I do have this.
Okay, now wait a second, because we normally have the Z versus Z, but now we're gonna get to round 2 because I want you to make the record straight. Is it soccer or football?
When you're talking about the round ball sport
That you hit
because
with
we have
your
football like
foot.
Australian rules.
Yeah.
Rugby. Is it not rugby?
Okay. Oh well, we have a lot of footballs in Australia. We have Australian rules football. We have rugby.
Oh.
That's about it. But the answer would be football. It'd have to be football. Round ball.
Wait.
We only call it soccer because we don't want to confuse AFL, which is footy in Australia, with soccer. That's why we call it soccer. But it's football. Yeah. That's the name.
You use your foot. In American football, only one guy gets to touch it with his foot. And it's only like once in a while.
Look.
Oh, you're talking about NFL?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The ball is a foot long.
It's not.
I don't know.
I've never heard that before. What? Oh, that's brilliant.
Never heard anyone call it that or explain it that way.
You know, that's a good point. I gotta give you that. That's a good point.
Thank you.
Well, in NFL, they hardly kick it.
No,
it's just
one guy.
You throw it back and you throw it.
It should be called throw ball or handball.
Well, there's actually a handball in Europe or something. I don't really watch it, but that's handball.
I love these conversations on the Minecraft podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is interesting to me because just before, or I think last night, Stifler was saying, "What's Poke CA?" And I'm like, "Are you serious?" You know what? It dawns on me. I don't think a lot of your followers know you came from the map making scene.
Yeah.
And something happened. You blew up. That doesn't happen to map makers. I don't know what happened. You're amazing.
Oh my god. That is crazy. Just the fact that, like a channel like mine would be able to find daylight on YouTube is kind of, it's odd because Minecraft is about like playing on servers, mini games. Well, not that so much anymore, but it's a lot of just survival content, like speedrunning now. Speedrunning is really big right now. But yeah, like if I polled my viewers right now and asked them, do you know what Pokemon Cobalt and Amethyst is? Or like, do you know Pokemon exists as a map?
Yeah.
There's another guy who made Pokemon Red, which is also really crazy. I don't think many people would know about that.
No.
I think it'd be like 10% would probably be like, yeah, I remember, or I looked it up because now that I follow you on YouTube, I wanted to see what you were like back in the day, which is what a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like the large majority of people would not know that I made maps for years before I started making mini concepts that you see today. So like I don't know if I'll go back to it because it's a lot of time you have to spend on that to make a huge successful map.
You spent I think you said 3 years on that.
I spent it would have been 3 years.
That's longer than
2014.
That's longer than my map. So it's
but I can see the Guinness World Record thing behind you.
Well, that one was 8 months. The other one was 21 months.
Yeah, but
Wow.
and I saw a lot of people play diversity. That's
Yeah.
huge. It reached across like every single facet of Minecraft on
Yeah.
YouTube. But yeah, like if I went back to map making, people would be like, okay, but
We
this
just want
isn't
your
what you used to
videos.
do.
Yeah, that's
Like,
right.
yeah, it is, but
Yeah.
that's the reaction that I would expect. So I'm kind of worried that if I did that, it might alienate a lot of the audience. But
I think you
I'd love to.
found your footing. Like you are the cursed image guy. Like
That's what people know now. Yeah.
They're really well. First of all, you have a teaching background, and you can tell because you articulate what you're doing better than a lot of other channels. Secondly,
Thank
were
you.
able to
Yeah.
take Minecraft at the most saturated level at YouTube, and now you're huge. How did you start in 2014 and now you're at 600,000 subscribers? That doesn't happen. That happens to you because you have this talent. And and the thing is, you've kind of taken over that technical end of Minecraft. There's not a lot of channels who do that, and they go to your channel to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole data pack thing, right? A lot of people
Yeah.
kind of drifted away when it updated to 1.13. I saw a lot of people just move away and then do other things and do Bedrock, but I've kind of just stayed there.
Well,
It's fine. It's kind
that's
of why I do it.
That's the really interesting thing about you, Phoenix, is like you did map making, you've done a server, right? Your videos are often very short.
They are.
Your speaking style it's been very consistent for the
It has been.
6-7 years, which is very also like that's very different. A lot of YouTubers back in 2014, 2015.
Hey guys, it's Phoenix SE.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Next
I
video.
cannot see myself doing that.
Right?
And I don't think I'll ever will. No.
And Q's totally right. Like, you have a voice that, is like an education. And I was thinking about this about a week ago that I would love to see more videos. And, I'm not saying that you need, hey, here's a suggestion, but I would love to see more videos where Minecraft is used to illustrate various educational topics. And that could be like an example I've given before is, there's this YouTuber that used League of Legends to explain Sun Tzu's The Art of War. And so he used League of Legends to actually explore the Art of War book and philosophies and all that. And I would love to see Minecraft used in that way. And you have that voice that I think would just be perfect for that. And all of this,
He's like, I'm not suggesting it, but here's what it should be, and you would be perfect for it.
I'm just saying that it's all so unique in the short videos, the data pack stuff. You've done so many things that kind of go against the grain of what people think a successful Minecraft YouTuber should do, and I would love your perspective on that. Like, why do you think that is the case? Like, what's happened there?
Well, first things first, the reason why I do like short videos is because I'm constantly aware of the flood of 10-minute videos that are out. So the way you stand out would be shorter form videos. So people can, in a very hectic environment today, like everything's fast moving, it'd be really cool to punch out something that's like 4 to 5 minutes and see like people would click on it and watch it and they'll be like, oh my god, okay, it's so cool, let's move on. But when you see like when your subscription feed is filled up with like 10-minute videos, it can be very easy for you to not watch them because like, oh, I don't have time for this or something like that. I can see the appeal of making 10-minute videos because of the ad revenue that happens. And that's kind of just like YouTube being YouTube. But it would be very cool to see something of that, like that, some sort of business that revolves around using Minecraft for educational purposes. It's kind of the way it is right now because you've got Education Edition, but because YouTube is so full of people making 10-minute videos of them like playing survival Minecraft, and that's what kids like. It's hard to make that work right now because people don't like going on YouTube to learn things. They like to watch things and have fun, right? So what I try to do is I try to utilize Minecraft and while I'm still working on the technical side of it, I'd like to make things that appeal to what people enjoy at the moment. That's why memes, right?
Yeah.
Everyone loves memes. So I try to use the technical side while also appealing to that viewership.
Yeah.
And I can still sneak in like tidbits of information about commands and things.
Yeah.
And I do that a lot more during live streams because people are there just tuning in.
Yeah.
But I think that's just the way it has to be at the moment. Because if I decided to just go full out, like full on technical side of Minecraft, people get bored and it's hard to find a balance. And I guess I've been able to do that lately, but it'd also be really cool to try to illustrate that, Minecraft isn't just about, playing survival or like playing mini games. There's this entirely different side of Minecraft that just doesn't get a lot of spotlight.
Yeah.
And so if that could in some way get some sort of exposure, that'd be great, but it's kind of difficult. So you try to strike a balance.
Yeah. And like just thinking of some of the people that you spotlight with the cursed memes and everything. Some of the stuff that they're creating, one, it's hilarious. It's very funny, but it's also really clever stuff that they're coming up with the cursed images and everything. I'm always like, you guys are so much more witty than I am. How do you think of these things? But you've got this whole group of people that is coming up with incredibly clever, witty things. And I'm like, this is nuts. This is wild.
So I have like a subreddit where people can submit their ideas. And so I had, basically the whole of 2019 was just me trying to make Minecraft look weird.
Yeah.
And so that was great. And people still love it.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where like, memes have a shelf life, but I guess Cursed Minecraft doesn't. But it will at some point. People will be like, okay, we've had enough of this. But it hasn't happened yet. And so if that ever does happen, I guess I'll just find something else. But it's always going to be like, there's always an interest in making things break.
Yeah.
It's also always really fun to look at.
You also do, besides the memes, you also done some really interesting, I'm going to like break Minecraft type of thing. I'm going to remove the ability for a chorus plant to stop growing. I don't think those will ever go away. I removed the sun from Minecraft. Let's see what happens. I'm sitting there going, it's like, why didn't I think of making videos like that? It's so brilliant.
See, that's what happens. Like I try to, it's still, at its very core, it's still very technical. Like there are things that Minecraft is constantly pushing out that will allow you to explore different avenues like that. So with the new customized terrain, I think that's incredible. A lot of people can actually, it's still kind of experimental at the moment, but one of the nodes in that list of changes is removing skylight. And if you're able to do that, what happens? And that is something that you used to not be able to do unless you actually went straight into the code to remove lighting. But now you can do that in Java Minecraft in vanilla.
Yeah.
And so I'm waiting for them to like flesh that out a bit more because it's still kind of experimental. But that's, updates will always keep coming out and there'll always be things that you can try to break and things like that.
How do you come up with these ideas? Like, what's your thought process when you're like, you're sitting down at your computer, you want to come up with a new idea for something?
So what I try to do is, so I've already scheduled my ideas for the week. So I've already come up with what I'd want to do for the week. And so during that week, while I'm not having to think of ideas, I think of ideas. Because that's the best time to do it. When you're not pressed for time, you know what you want to do. And, while you're making something, you'll be like, oh my God, maybe I can try something like this. And so I write that down. And what I do next is think if it's plausible or if people would like to see that. And the plausibility is almost insignificant, really. Like, if it's something that I think cannot be done in Minecraft, I still try to make it happen. So one of the videos that I made recently that got a bit of traction was I think I changed all the blocks to act like water. And I cannot believe that one worked. So I was out in the garage, like, I was doing my thing, and I'm like, oh my god, should I do this? Should I do this one? And then I came back inside, and I was like, how many block models do I need to make for this? Then I realized all I had to do was make one, and just, like, tilt the block a little bit. Because that's how water works in Minecraft, right? It's just a block, but angled about 10 degrees in a descent. And that is actually, thankfully, consistent throughout every stage of water. Every level of water is about the same angle of the block until like the very end, I think. And then all I had to do was just check. So this is the technical side that I didn't really go into in the video because I think that would bore the heck out of people. But what I did was I just put I put an armor stand in the middle and checked if it was water. So then if it was water, it would start naturally flowing. So I didn't actually have to look into the code for water. All I had to do was just make it actually a water block. When it started flowing, I would check to the sides to see if there is flowing water. And if there is, I'd make another check. It keeps on checking about 7 times because water flows 7 blocks, I think. And so with this is where Java is just so much better than Bedrock, really. In Java Minecraft, you can actually check what level water it is. And I would, depending on the level of water, I would summon a different block model for what I've created. And that just flows on. And that's all I had to do. I didn't have to make like a bajillion different block models because water has like so many different looks in Minecraft. But I just depended on what was available to me. And thankfully it worked out. It's a bit hectic. It's a bit heavy on your processor, but who cares? The effect is amazing. I got a new computer, which is great. So I'm able to do these things now. And sometimes that's what I do. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I'll just think of something else. But most of the time, I'm able to make it work.
If in that situation, if you did not find that solution and you had to do all the block models, would you have done it?
Yeah. So if you place a water block down on a flat surface, how many blocks would flow? Like, how many water blocks would there be? Like 4 different
and then all
quadrants.
A diamond shape, however many that is.
Or the diagonals. And then, like, if you place a water block as a waterfall, and it would fall down.
It's a lot of blocks.
I think I calculated to be, like, nearly in the hundreds. But then I would ask myself, can I write some bit of code to generate it for me? And I think that in itself might be a little bit complicated. So I decided, if I had to make 100 block models, I wouldn't do it. But I think I would then put it aside for maybe like in next week's video. I wouldn't delete all my work, but I'd put it aside for a bit. And then I'd probably, I don't know what I'd do, honestly. That's a question.
Because I really like the video.
I know that would be so good. Like, people would love to see it. So it would be wrong for me to completely discard the idea. So I'd probably put it aside for like a week later. I'd slowly work on it, like in a bit of spare time. Eventually, I'd get it to work. But I think if that was discarded, I'd probably have to move a lot of the videos earlier to like, so I don't have a gap in my upload schedule. But I haven't had to do that. I haven't had to like discard an idea and then I'll be like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm going to upload today. But that's the whole plausibility argument, right? I'd probably I'd probably make it work somehow. That's probably what I'll do.
Listen, speaking of technical,
no matter what,
from one map maker to the rest, I'm gonna tell you a little trick with commands.
Yeah.
You know that you can type @p instead of your full name, right?
Yes.
Because that's all you did. You always type, give Phoenix Hamster, whatever. All your videos, I think, why are you typing your whole name?
That was 2014 when I was still like a noob. I was still very much... I think back in 2014... No, wait, hang on. I started playing Minecraft in about late 2012 or early 2013. And I didn't really get into commands until 2014 2014, like early 2014.
Yeah.
So I was still learning a little bit, but I pride myself to be a very fast learner.
Yeah.
I'm
You
really
are.
happy about that. So I think early on, I would always just type the full name, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people still do.
Really?
I do.
They wouldn't
I do
know
it.
what.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I do.
So
it.
like, I think a lot of people still wouldn't know like what
Yeah.
at R doesn't really exist anymore. It's really at E,
Yeah.
at P, at A, and at S.
This
Did
is
you know
like-
that, Stifler? There's no more at R. Like at R doesn't really work
Yeah, I
as
did.
much. It's really So you have to there's a sort
Oh my
equals
gosh.
random now.
Here he
So
goes.
if you want to do at R, like targeting something random,
Uh-huh.
you would search for everything, but you would limit it to one, and you can sort random.
Yeah.
That's how you do at R.
Are you with
Back
us,
on topic.
Stifler?
I'm learning. I'm learning.
on topic.
I'm learning. I'm learning. Thank you.
I think
Teacher.
I think a lot
thank
of
you.
people still do that. Still type their name.
Think so?
Pretty sure people still do
I was
that.
like
yeah.
watching your video. I'm like, this guy's brilliant, but he doesn't know what at P means. What's going on?
Which videos have you been watching? Like
All your
2014.
videos. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's been watching
Oh,
Phoenix
hey.
MC videos.
Speaking
Yeah,
of old
Phoenix MC.
Yeah, Phoenix MC.
Yeah.
Speaking of old videos, my favorite video from you. You're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna guess this. My favorite video, April 2017. 16-minute video of you completely ripping apart a critique on the Minecraft forums of Pokemon,
Oh
and
my God.
I loved it as a map maker because I'm like, this guy is like feeding
I
the
feel
fire
sorry
back
for
to-
him. I
He
feel so
said-
sorry
did-
for him that he
did
took
you
it
know
so
that he,
seriously.
Did you know that he?
Oh my God.
He did a 45-minute rebuttal to your video. Now,
Yeah, I saw
can't
that.
hear him.
Like, if I saw that
Yeah.
today, I think I would probably not make a video about it,
Yeah.
but I would still respond because I'm one of those
Yeah.
guys who, even if I get like a million, no, maybe not a million, but if I get like 100 different tweet mentions to me asking me questions, I would try my best to reply to all of them.
Really?
Yes, I would. And I think if I saw that 45-minute thing, I would take an hour of my day
Hmm.
to read it
Hmm.
and respond. But if they're a clear troll, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. Like, but I didn't think he was. I think it was absolutely serious. Like, not knowing the stresses of map making
No.
and taking it that seriously.
I'll explain what happened because I'm
Yeah.
not sure people know what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
this guy, this is after Phoenix's releases Pokemon in Minecraft,
Mhm.
and this guy comes in thinking you wanted to remake Pokemon and you used Minecraft to remake it. And
Mhm.
that's his whole thing. Why didn't you use this to remake it? Why didn't you use it? I'm like, dude, it's not that you wanted to remake it. It's because you are a Minecrafter and you want to make Pokemon in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't really remember what he said, but like, yeah, you're right. I think a lot of what he said was, if you used Minecraft as a platform, do you know how
Yeah.
bad this game is going to turn out or something like that?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like,
And I responded in the video, and like, yeah, I was clearly disappointed, but
yeah,
I knew
I could
at the back,
tell.
I knew in the back of my head that he obviously wasn't aware
No.
of the actual project itself and what it took to make it work.
Yeah.
But I think in the end, after I made the video, I think he responded again. I'm pretty sure he responded again. And then, obviously after the video, a lot of my viewers went over there and actually replied.
Yeah.
But I don't think I replied a second time. But I definitely, after reading it, I'm not sure if confused is the right word, but more just, I don't know. It's a weird thing to see. Like, but as a map maker, you would understand. Like,
Exactly.
you know-
That's why I'm serious. I love that video
Mm.
because it speaks as a developer of a huge project you're passionate about, and you
Yeah.
do a great job of articulating your point. And all that's left is with this guy. He obviously is not connected to the real thing. Like, he doesn't know what's going on.
no, he obviously doesn't. And I mean, in fairness, obviously a lot of people wouldn't, and they see that massive project. Oh, it's another Pokemon game. It's great, but then,
Yeah.
oh, it's Minecraft.
Yeah.
But then, he's obviously it's unfair to judge him for that because obviously he's he cares about the franchise. But yeah, he's clearly unaware of the scale of the project and what it took to actually get it to work.
That's been an interesting thing. I think it's kind of relevant to that is Minecraft is so diverse, right? And it is a sandbox. And yes, diverse.
Ooh, diversity.
And there's so many different people, and I love that we get to have this show and talk with so many different people about all these different aspects of the community. But there still exists today. There's groups of people who say that Minecraft, or who push for Minecraft to be played or enjoyed in a specific way. Like, if you're a real Minecrafter, you're going to be into map making. You're not, or you're going to be into servers or mini games or PvP or role playing or what have you. And it's like, well, guys, like the beauty of Minecraft is that it is so like you can do whatever you want. Anything. Mm-hmm. You can even make, every block flow like water,
I think there are like a lot of people who ask me, what do you make on YouTube? And I make Minecraft videos. But then there's this nagging feeling where like I need to explain which part of Minecraft I'm a part of. Because when you say like you're a Minecraft YouTuber, so you just scream into a camera and like, that's not what I do. But so I kind of have to explain like, there's this other side of Minecraft that you might not be aware of, and I'm pretty sure I can guarantee you're not aware of this side of Minecraft, and that's what I do. But you're right. It's just such a diverse game that there is so many possibilities, and we can talk at lengths about what they are. But it's huge.
Well, and also talk at length about the different creators and their approaches. And it kind of bums me out. I don't want to, stay on a bum out topic for too long, but it does kind of bum me out when you see people say like, this content creator, this YouTuber, this streamer is better at redstone than everybody else, or they're a terrible redstoner, or they're a terrible this or that. And it's like, we're just enjoying the game, like, why can't we just enjoy the game and have a good time and laugh about things and make blurst and cursed, images, right?
There are like so many debates about like who the best redstoner is. Like I see that all the time in my comments. Like it's this guy, you know who I'm talking about. But then there's also this guy.
Yeah.
There are so many, and there are obviously like a lot of people who haven't been fortunate enough to actually get exposure that they deserve.
Yeah.
And I think like there's Ilmango who's great, and he's doing well.
Yeah.
There's also long time ago, I used to watch a video by Dr. Brian Lorgon. I don't know if you heard of him, right?
I'm familiar. He did the bingo with Seth or something.
Yes, bingo. Yeah. And he also did fractals. He created a giant fractal map.
Ooh.
And that was one of the first like major technological things that I've seen, or technical things that I've seen in Minecraft, and I was so blown away by it. And I had no idea how he did it back then. I still probably don't know now, but I can have a fair idea of how to recreate it. But it just goes to show just how wonderful it is of a game.
Yeah.
And it's not really a game, it's just so much more than that.
Yeah.
I remember watching a Seth Bling video where he had Brian create instant replay.
Yes, I remember that. He jumped onto a platform and parkoured.
I'm not doing this. I'm not even gonna compete. I can't do that stuff.
That's crazy. It's just.
I think he's actually he's a doctor because he's a
PhD in computer engineering, I think.
Yeah. Anyway.
Still Minecraft.
He has no idea. Steve really has no idea.
I'm not familiar with this guy.
You gotta look it up. So Dr. Brian Lorgon. Yeah. Just look up fractals in Minecraft by Brian Lorgon 111. That's his name. And his profile picture, I think, is Schrodinger's cat. It's like a cartoonized version of it.
All right.
And that was one of the first things that I saw done so well in Minecraft. You have to have a look at it.
Cool. I'm in.
I'll go check it out. When we were lucky enough to get contact with Phoenix, who said, "Just send me an email." Why'd you try it anyway?
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like, if I get a tweet or an email, I almost feel compelled to reply, even if it's, I have like a lot of young people who email
all
me
of your
with
comments
just like
on your videos have all replies from you. Every single
oh,
one.
I try to, but then okay, comments used to be like a 3-year thing where like from 2014, 2017, before I released Pokemon, I would respond to every email, every comment.
Yeah.
I respond to every email, but I can't now. It's just impossible.
Right.
But every now and then, I would go on my YouTube Creator app and actually look at comments, and I would respond if I see a question. But emails 100%, even if it's like clearly a younger viewer sending an email saying like, "Hey, I love your videos," I'd respond because it's just
this gets out here and everybody
No.
like, sends you 1,000 emails tomorrow. You're not.
I just feel bad. Like I see a message sent to me, and it would be just wrong. It just feels so wrong to not reply, and that's why I do it.
I'm sorry, Dave from Raid Shadow Legends, but I'm really not going to be putting.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of emails from Raid Shadow Legends. That's marketing emails are a different thing. Marketing is obviously just a flood of sends and like you try to get someone back, but that's marketing. So
anyway, that was a whole roundabout way of me saying when we first talked on email there, I said I'm really excited to have you on because you come from my corner, the map making corner, and you've skyrocketed out. And I don't know how that happened. Did you get to a point? Well, I have a theory because looking at your views, all of a sudden the never gonna give you up in note blocks, kind of like that was the first big one. Is that what happened?
Yep, you are spot on.
Wow.
And then everything
the very
got
first
weird
video.
after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The that note block thing, that was my first sort of big video.
Yeah.
Everything's relative, but that was my first video that kind of found some success. And then I made another one. It was the Fox one. Well, no, it wasn't. No, it was the All-Star Smash Mouth one. I made another note block one after that. Didn't do as well, but the Rick Astley one was the one which kind of, for whatever reason, the algorithm liked it.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what year that was. I was still in university. I remember I was still doing law, and I was sitting there, and I just saw the views go up.
You're like, what's going on?
So, yeah, it was a new experience for me.
Yeah.
And so after that, I don't know. It kind of just it's still going up and down, but that was the video that started everything, kind of.
Yeah.
There are a few others, but I think that was the first one where I experienced some success.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's that?
You're looking at it right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at your video.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this. Well, and the thing is, I didn't even know who you were until I was looking for 1.13 tutorials for Diversity 3. And I'm like, there's only 2 videos who talk about Execute Store in the entire YouTube.
Yeah,
that
that's
I can
exactly
find.
what it's like.
And somebody
there are
else.
hardly any like technical tutorials out there. And while I would love to have, time to kind of put out these, this is how you do this is how you do execute, this is how you run commands, no one's really gonna care. That's the sad thing. So I try what I can.
The other thing about that is I found Minecraft. We're getting technical here, people. Then that's not my fault because I'm here with Phoenix. Minecraft is really easy to, once you know how like the data command works, it's really easy to figure out how to make your own commands. How does that work? Oh, I just type this and I can find out all the DNA about this mob and all that sort of stuff. So I don't think YouTube tutorials are as necessary as they once were, but that's how I found you.
And there's when you go to type a command right now, you actually have guides.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Oh yeah.
Via Dinnerbone. Dinnerbone has decided to. Oh my god, it's great. Like you're actually able to look at what is next and what you need to type in.
Yeah.
So that really helps. But you're absolutely right. You don't really need tutorials as much anymore because you have mcstacker.net, which is so good. You Q probably knows what I'm talking about.
It's another
familiar with it.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
MC
Stifler
Stacker.
says.
You know what MC Stacker is?
I was saying Stifler has
No,
no.
I know what
it
MC
is.
Stacker is.
I don't. I think it's like. I don't want to insult people. I was gonna say it's a crutch, but no.
Do you know what it is, Q?
I of course I know what it is.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
But
Cut that part.
yeah, there are so many different just tools available
for sure.
to allow you to learn this. But in the end, it really just comes down to, as the viewer, are you motivated enough to learn this side of Minecraft that, while it can be challenging to get into to begin with, after you get through, the more difficult things like, execute stories, it's not really difficult, but it's kind of on the more complicated.
It's reverse from like your clone commands, your fill, because you take your source first and then you put your output. Where execute stories, you take your output, write your output first, and then you go. We're getting way too technical.
Yeah, but like you're right.
Keep going.
In the end, it just comes down to, do you want to learn this?
Yeah.
And if you do, it's like coding. It's a language, but once you get the hang of it, it's just so fun to see what you are able to achieve.
Yeah.
And that's
you can make
fundamentally
an
that's what it is.
holding a redstone block.
Yeah, that was that's weird. That's my most popular video. That's so weird.
And,
oh my God.
and you springboarded off of Brightmore, and I'm like, oh, we have a connection.
I know.
So good.
Oh my God. I that goes all the way to Adrian Brightmore.
Yeah.
I saw that tweet and I'm like, okay, I think people would like to see this.
Yeah.
And they did.
Obviously
6 million
did.
of them.
Almost 6 million views.
So that's actually kind of thinking about the tutorials and making videos and all that. I've talked with a lot of YouTubers about, okay, so what goes into making a good video that people are going to find, and search terms, descriptions, thumbnails, titles, things like that. All got to be searchable, got to hit into the algorithm, got to be a certain length, and average watch time. All this stuff, right, goes into it. And again, I don't mean to like harp on this, but like cursed images or Enderman, suicidal Enderman or all those are not things that people search. These are not topics that are like,
I'm in my survival world.
This is a trending topic. You are a
How
trend.
do I make pigs dance in Pigstep? Oh,
right. Totally.
Oh my God, that video. That I had personal stuff going on during that time.
Yeah.
And so I was pressed for time. I wasn't able to, I couldn't perfect that, and I had to get the beat right, because Pigstep is you have to look at the beat. It's a jazzy song. It's not like it's really easy to pick out the beat. Then I had to model a pig, because you can't animate models in Java. So I had to model a pig. I had to get them to dance, and then do different dances. And I'm like, okay, I wanted to do another one, but I was running out of time, so I just looped it back to the beginning. So then the pig does the same dance at the beginning of the video. Yeah. And people liked it, and people still search it. I think that's my most trending video at the moment.
Wow.
But it really comes down to I don't make videos for the search term. I make videos that I think if you saw it on the front page of YouTube, would you like to watch it?
Yeah.
It's like when you go on your YouTube app, I think the homepage, you see one video at the bottom. So what I try to do is if you see my video there, would you want to click on it? And that's my thought process when it comes down to do people want to see that video?
Yeah. And
Pigstep it's trendy because people it's a completely different type of song. Like C418, it's not a C418 style song. So it was kind of risky for Minecraft to put it out, but people really like it. Yeah. I don't even know why it's called Pigstep. No idea.
I think it's a thing of dubstep / the piglins.
Yeah, the dubstep bit, guess. But the pig, I don't know.
We got to talk about one last thing before we move in.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar Hero.
That's all I wanted to bring up.
How? Okay, just a little technical. How? And secondly, jaw drop.
So real quick, this is going to be 3 weeks.
Mhm.
By the time this episode comes out, the
It's
Guitar
already old
Hero
news.
is 3 weeks old. So, people are,
Yeah.
they've already seen it. Hopefully, if you guys
Mhm.
haven't, I'm going to put a link to it.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
amazing.
what in the world is going on here with this?
So, I don't know where to start. So, Guitar Hero itself was something that I've always wanted to make.
Right.
There are so many different things I want to make in Minecraft, but it comes down to like, do you have the time for it? I want to
Yeah.
make baseball in Minecraft. That's like something I really want to do.
One day.
But yeah, one day, and chess as well. I kind of stopped that, but Guitar Hero, it was more just like I saw that Pigstep was trending like a lot.
Mm.
So then I was like, can I do something related to that is also as creative and also uses that song?
Mhm.
And thankfully, that song is allowed to be used in a YouTube video without getting copyright stricken, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I used that song as a basis to like form an idea of how can I use that piece and also make it different to the pigs dancing. And that's how I came up with the Guitar Hero. So then it's not like something that I have to spend a bunch of time building because I'm not great at actually
Right.
building.
Mm.
All I had to do was create the platform for the piece to like flow,
Mhm.
the notes to flow. And it's just a timing thing. Again, like the Pigstep video, I lost that world. I don't have that world anymore. So I had to figure out the beat and the length and everything and the timing. And that took a long time. But then after that, it's just like you create a circle for the note and you just time it correctly
Mhm.
to come towards the player. And so it's like it's a bunch of timing, but otherwise it's quite a straightforward thing technically, I guess.
I love that you use the vanilla assets like the blue fire.
Yeah.
So it keeps it Minecraft, but it's totally relatable to the game. Like the fire in the game.
I was lucky that the because in Guitar Hero when you have the star power, everything goes blue.
Yep.
Like you've got lightning bolt. And so like it's kind of lucky that they have Soulfire.
Yeah.
And I was able to use that. Yeah, that's you have to while it's really cool to make things look completely different, you got to remind yourself it is Minecraft.
Yeah.
You've got to make it Minecrafty in some way, so that's why I use that.
Yeah.
It's not like a terribly technical thing, like the map, but it was fun.
It looks incredible. It looks
in the end it looks really good.
like Minecraft, but it also is. I was looking at it when I first saw the little GIF on Twitter. I was like, this is not. This is like an edited
we have
video.
To talk about this.
Yeah, this isn't a
the
real
last
thing.
time something reminded me of that was when Jesper the End made Mario Maker in Minecraft before Mario Maker was a thing.
Yeah.
That was years ago.
Oh yeah, true. I remember that vaguely. I do. There are just so many things out there. Like, it's still Minecraft.
Yeah.
Someone made the Hogwarts map lately, and
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember how they like a long time ago they made a lot of videos where they updated us on how that was going.
Yeah.
Blue Network.
And to see that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody.
Come on the show, guys. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm seriously. I would say I'm proud of what the Minecraft community is doing because they are pushing the envelope constantly with the Hogwarts map, Nox Crew with the MC Championships. Like all these different creators who are doing these Blockworks, you mentioned working with them, like even that's a totally different side, and maybe in a technical sense they aren't doing like this massive technical like undertaking, but they are using Minecraft to have a societal effect, like affecting people's lives in real ways, and I'm just it's so cool to see what's happening, and I am excited to see what comes in the future.
Minecraft is coming back. Like it had its moment where it was like, do people care about this game anymore? And then like sometime I think last year or maybe 2 years ago, it just came back.
Yeah.
And now it's as strong as it's ever been.
Yeah.
There's so much I would love to keep talking with you. There's so many things to discuss, but we are actually way over our time.
Whoa, you're gonna do lots of edits. edit all the technical talk.
Technical stuff is interesting to talk about.
It is.
I like
It
talking
is.
about it.
We've had people. I will say we've had people who have said, "I want to hear more technical stuff." So,
Mhm.
So we have
Keep it
a
in
new short segment we're doing now
Yep.
because we just opened up a Discord server.
yep.
Yeah.
Voidfrogs.com/Discord for all
got
you
it.
people who want to join.
So we're calling it Question from the Pond.
Yep.
This is somebody in our Discord server who's going to question for you. I
Okay.
gave them a clue to who you were. They have no idea who the guest is for this episode. I said tomorrow at 8 a.m. our time, we're going to record an episode about 2-3 weeks out. The guest is a skilled Minecraft person with a YouTube channel, possibly deals with technical jokes,
Yep.
also has a Hyundai that's not a car, which was a clue to saying you had an accent that
Hyundai
everyone
accent.
thinks
Ah.
everyone thinks you are mumbo jumbo based on those clues. So you're not mumbo jumbo.
Oh well, I mean, that's a reasonable guess.
Yes,
It's a
it
technical
is.
thing. The
It's
Hyundai
totally.
totally
Yeah.
threw him out because I'm a dad and I made a dad joke about a Hyundai accent.
Yep.
Anyway, we are selecting the question from your pal Adrian Brightmore,
Oh my god.
and he asks, if you could swap places with someone else, when would the police catch you?
What? Wait, first I got to think about who the guy is going to be.
I don't know. Anyone, I guess. They did. It wasn't really a. It wasn't really. We can't alter the question. That's what.
Yeah, we can't. I don't really understand the question myself.
When would the police catch me?
Yes.
When would they catch you?
I mean, like, I mean, I could go so many ways with this.
Mhm.
I don't know if I want to. Is it safe?
Yeah, you don't want to.
Oh
the
my God.
FBI. I'll send them over there.
Well, I could hide myself in a bunker and I would never be caught. That's one thing.
Ah, clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say who it is, but
Oh.
I mean
Whoa.
there are so many people.
Oh, there
who-
actually is a person.
there
That
is-
means
well,
you want to
know,
swap lives with this person. Is what
I wouldn't
Mm.
want to be caught by the
Yeah,
police
Yeah.
for doing
Okay.
something illegal.
Okay. All right.
So no, I'm not gonna mention a name,
He
but
knows
I guess
all the legal
what I would do,
loopholes anyway. That's the thing.
I would probably. I mean, the question is not the person. The question is when would they catch me? And I'd say
yeah.
never.
That's true. Never.
Well,
Okay.
Never.
Well, here's a follow-up question for you, sir, with pursuing the law degree.
Yeah.
Are there any laws that say that you can't swap bodies with people?
Hmm.
And if there's not,
There
then-
are a lot of clone. I studied an elective in biotechnology
Uh-huh.
and the law, and there are actually a lot of laws surrounding manipulation of genetic code.
Wow.
And so, if you in any way want to grab the nuclei in your cell and inject the DNA into an embryo,
Uh-huh.
that is prohibited in Australia. So you cannot put yourself in another body.
And
Wow.
I
That's the
feel
scientific
like
answer.
the Australian
Wow.
who submitted the question should have thought it through before asking another Australian about legal issues.
I have an inkling that he might think it's me.
Possibly.
Ooh,
I mean, the Hyundai. Anyway, whatever.
Adrian, we have
Okay.
some follow-up questions.
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
Before we
Anyone
go
who
to
wants
the
to
next
submit
segment.
a question for next week's guest, I will put a clue probably the day before, maybe.
Yep.
A very obscure clue.
Yep.
And you can submit a question and it be a part of the podcast.
And-
what is it? voidfrogs.com/discord.
Go do it.
Yep. voidfrogs.com/discord. If you record it, your voice or your video,
Yes.
we
Yeah.
might even just play that straight up for the guests so that they can hear your voice
It'd be
or see
cool.
your face.
Mhm.
Okay.
Next segment. Let's move
Next
on. That was
segment.
great.
You're familiar with this one. We're calling it Phoenix Fire.
Oh god.
Of course.
Do you have a little thing to go with that?
There will be
Yeah,
a thing. Yes, it's
I've
there.
Little clip,
been,
yeah.
I've been thinking we should get people to record Phoenix Fire. Have people
I'm not doing that.
singing it. Come on, do it.
There's no
Can
way
we-
I'm doing that.
Can we get you to flap your wings and then I'll just have you go across
I
the
don't have
screen?
any wings.
No.
I took off my socks.
Come
I could
on.
pick them up and just go woo.
Socks.
So silly.
Great.
Can you cut that out?
Wind
Cut that out,
socks.
please.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. It's in.
No, you can do it. I don't really
Edit at
care.
the beginning.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Five random questions, normally called rapid fire, but in honor of you, we call it Phoenix Fire. You can answer however you like. You've probably seen this part before, maybe. Okay. Question number 1. Are you ready, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Thick Minecraft Steve is going to destroy your house. He's holding a massive tree trunk and winding up to swing the side of the building, crushing it to pieces. You have just enough time to grab one thing and run. What would you grab?
My phone.
Phone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like the pocket to everything, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a device that has everything that you need.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a thing, an object, like I'd probably bring a family member. I should probably have said that. But
right, just save yourself there.
Yeah, I need to save myself from that answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be my phone.
Yeah.
It has to be. If I had a weapon that could actually beat him up, which I don't. I have like a baseball bat behind me.
He's pretty thick.
But he's very thick, and he has got a tree trunk that's probably a lot bigger than a baseball bat. So
it's true.
It'd be my phone.
I have a theory based on that answer. Good answer. I think that's a great answer.
Yeah.
I have a theory that we are actually all, like in this modern era that have this technology available to us, we are cyborgs. Our phones are essentially a part of us, and it's technology. We have our memories there. We have our ability to search for things. We have our contacts, our loved ones, images, video, audio. We have so much of us in these devices. The theory that we are cyborgs.
So what's the definition of a cyborg? Like, it just
cybernetically modified human, right? Would that be right? That's a thought.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you'd be right, because we are so dependent on technology that it's almost become a part of us. So that's probably true.
It's just an interesting thought. Anyway, question number 2.
This is great. These are great questions.
Hey, just wait till the next one. Next one's gonna get you excited. You are in the Miss Universe Australia beauty pageant.
Ooh.
You've already completed the swimsuit portion, and you actually did very well.
Good job.
You're moving on to the talent show portion of the competition. What talent are you going to present?
I have a couple that I could do.
All right.
I am really good at playing guitar and piano.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I am. I'm pretty musically talented, actually.
Oh.
And like that was just such a really bad way to put it.
No,
I'm humble. Humble.
I'm very intrigued on this. I did not know this.
I'd probably what I'd be most comfortable with would be something along the lines of music, or like playing and singing a song.
That's cool.
Or a card trick.
Card trick.
I can definitely do that too.
What if you did
one of those
trick with a piano or guitar?
Oh, like
combine them.
Okay. Do you know a guy called Shin Lim?
Yes, I was just gonna bring him up.
Yes,
I don't know.
So much.
I don't know.
I was just about to say. Do you know Shin Lim, Q?
I don't know him.
Dude.
Oh my god.
I will
blow your mind.
You are about to collapse, dude. You just have a look. Just Google Shin Lim, Penn and Teller. His very first trick that he did. You are going to collapse, because if you know nothing about cardistry or like the technical side of like handling of cards, you would have no idea what he's doing at all.
I know cardistry. I do magic.
Yeah.
And I still am like,
I do too.
What is going on?
Oh my god. Hang on.
Check him out. I'm gonna check him out after the show.
See that? Right there.
Love it. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's got him ready to go, man.
All right. We don't have the time. I'm so sorry.
Shin Lim is phenomenal. You were saying. Yeah.
It's not closing, but I'll leave it.
I'm sorry.
Yes. You have to have a look.
I will.
You've got to.
I'm excited now.
I believe that you brought him up. If I'm understanding your thought process, you brought him up because he mixes music and magic.
Yes, that is exactly why. Why is my camera looking so good all of a sudden? Oh my god.
You look great.
It's magic.
That's why you won
No.
the swimsuit competition.
Yeah,
The
but
Australian Miss
yeah,
Universe.
Shin Lim, basically, because the music and card, there'll be something to do with that, I think. It'd have to be.
All right.
I just I'm like sweating. I'm so excited about
Okay.
Shin Lim, and
All
you
right.
know
Yeah.
him, and I'm
See,
like,
so
yes.
we're talking about command blocks the whole time. So I don't get it. Shin Lim! I relate! I totally relate! Question number 3.
It's amazing. Go
Question
on.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Get him on the show.
You
Yeah.
and Shim Lim are on a team heading into battle.
Uh-huh.
You have the choice of flying an alien spacecraft or riding a dragon. Which do you choose to fight in
Aw.
battle?
Dragon.
Really?
Gotta
Really?
be. Yeah. You gotta look cool when you're going into battle, right?
That's
That was
exactly what
exactly-
Steve would say. He's like, probably the
be.
spaceship would like win, but the dragon's so cool.
So
Well,
cool.
actually, a spaceship has only, like, to some extent, limited flexibility. So as
That's
a dragon,
true.
you can fly right around it.
Dragons
Very
versus
true.
spaceships.
Whatever
I think
it
that
is.
would be an
What-
amazing Minecraft map. Dragons versus spaceships.
Yeah, it
Something
would.
to consider.
Or actually, first you've got to model a dragon to not look like the Ender Dragon, because the Ender
Yeah.
Dragon is like, yeah, it's not, it's not very well optimized.
Hmm.
But
Hey,
you know.
hey, you put some respect on that.
Respect.
but I would choose dragon, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Good to know. Good to know. Question number 4. If you were going to torture someone, that sounds really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Just like finish the sentence.
Who wrote this question?
Finish the sentence.
If you were going
Alright.
to torture someone by playing one song on repeat for many days, what song would you choose?
Oh,
It's not that bad once you actually finish the sentence.
I mean, actually, while you're thinking of that, I just heard last night, I was listening to a different podcast, and they talked about this, and it's an actual real torture method. It's like a
One
real
song over and over.
Yeah, they'll play
Yeah.
like sounds over and over. Like, oh man,
oh my god, what song would it be?
it's crazy that they brought that up.
I mean, like, the first song that comes to my mind would be Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
But that's just too obvious. That answer is way too obvious.
Yeah,
So,
There's a reason it was a Rick.
you know what? I'll go with it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad song. I like the song.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still going with it because I know
Alright.
a lot of people don't like it. So,
Go for it. That's great.
mhm. Any
Alright.
song is annoying once you've played it amount of times,
Yeah.
right?
Except for mana mana do 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 mana mana.
Oh
Because
my
that's the
God.
song I tell people. If you ever have a song repeating in your head, just sing that song. It'll go away and you'll never.
That
be
is an Australian ad as well. That song is used.
I didn't.
You
know
may
that.
have, yeah. Just look up Banana Boat.
Ah,
That's the song.
Banana
It's
boat.
sunscreen.
Hmm.
Australian ad.
Question number 5. Last question of the Phoenix Fire round. You can put
Mhm.
wings on anything in the world. Anything. Okay? Sentient or not. All others of its kind will also have wings. What do you pick?
Guinea pig.
wow.
Guinea pig. No hesitation. Those are my favorite answers. Guinea pig with wings.
I had a guinea pig that passed away, sadly,
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
And that's why I'm choosing guinea pig. Because I think it'd be really cool to see them fly, but also look super bored, because that's what they do. They just sit around and do nothing. Just imagine, like, this really... Because flying is such an amazing ability to have, and you're just like,
It's just
no.
So, like, basically, you're going for the when pigs fly in kind of like a
Yes,
an alternate
but guinea
route.
pig style.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
The first
Hmm.
one who gets the wings, they get to be the guinea pig of the experiment, right?
Yeah. Well done.
Need
Two dad
to
jokes, one after another.
need
Thank
to
you very much.
send Adam Clark a message because he does a daily floof photo of all of his guinea
Oh,
pigs.
yeah.
And we'll see if he
Ooh,
would like
wings
his
on
guinea
it.
pigs to have wings. Yeah, and we'll make that happen.
There we go.
Very good.
Woo!
That's
Thanks for
Phoenix
playing
Fire. Thank you very much for playing Phoenix Fire.
Yay.
We have one last segment for you.
Ooh.
Now,
Oh boy.
that last one was just to get you warmed up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Now you're in the hot seat.
Now you are in the hot seat. This is where we go a little bit intense. This is cursed trivia.
Oh my god.
First trivia.
Cursed trivia, not blurst.
I was wondering where you're going to go with that.
We have 5 questions for you.
Mhm.
And there is a timer in my head. Now, depending on how many questions that you get correct, Q, what's the prize?
You get a free lifetime supply of guinea pigs with wings.
That's great.
I would love that. That'd be the best.
Great.
Best gift ever.
I love that too. I think that is a good prize. So if you get 5 out of 5, we will make that happen. We have these 5 questions. Are you ready, sir?
I am.
Get your serious face on. Question number 1. That's a good serious face.
Yeah.
A famous large rock in Australia, sacred to the Aboriginal people, has been known to have pieces broken off by tourists and taken home. Those tourists who have been warned not to do this will later often claim to experience a terrible curse, like bad luck, terrible illness, breakups, even the death of a loved one. What is the name of this rock?
Oh, it's Uluru. It's Ayers Rock.
Ah, yes.
I was gonna
Thank
say,
you for
is
using
there
the one that I
another
know.
one?
It's the Aboriginal name.
Yeah.
Iluru?
It's Uluru.
Uluru.
Wow.
Uluru.
It's more. I told you, people. He is very intelligent.
Well, it's something that every Aussie should know.
Okay, that's why we picked this question.
That was
one. We
a
figured
slow
you'd know it.
ball for you.
Yeah.
I wanted to, that was very good. Ding. Nice
I'm
job.
one step of the way to a lifetime supply of guinea pigs
With wings. Yep.
Yeah.
with wings.
Yep. Oh, question. Do you want the ones with like scaly wings or feathered wings or like floofy wings?
What's a floofy wing?
Just furry, like all fur.
Yeah, fur wings.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Okay.
Fur wings. All right.
All right.
I feel like I'm gonna get some now.
Well,
Gotta know.
question
Gotta put the order in.
number 2.
Yeah.
The 27 Club is the name given to a group of extremely talented and popular musicians who have sadly passed away at the age of 27 over several
God.
decades. Okay, it's like a curse of the music industry.
Yep.
Name one musician who's part of the 27 Club.
Oh my god. Oh, I feel like they'd be. I feel like these be artists that would be like very prolific in what they do, but I'm pretty sure you're just
Very.
saying
Massive
musicians
list.
that have passed away young.
Yeah, at 27 years old.
Oh god, there is a guy that he's a DJ. He's like he's a European. He's very popular, but I don't remember his name off the top of my head.
I
feel like you know who I'm.
We can give you like a little hint here if you'd like. Just a little tiny one.
Okay.
Some of these names are some of the biggest names in music that have been in the past.
In the current music era, or like
I would say in past decades. 70s, 80s, 90s, aughts.
If I had a bit more time, I'd probably know, but I would have to give up on this one.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
Do you have? Is there like someone that I should know?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's the DJ who passed away? He's like really.
Yeah, I can't. I
famous.
know who you're talking about, and I can't remember his name.
I'm sure
actually
he'd be
don't know.
younger than 27.
I actually don't know who that would be. Q, do you have one last hint you want to give? I want this man to get his guinea pigs. Come
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
All right. The one who is probably most known is arguably the greatest guitar player of all time. That's a massive hint.
And you know guitars.
Oh, did he? No, but he didn't die young.
Maybe. You could just
That's
say-
why I said arguably, because, people argue about it.
But he's not dead. I mean, the first guy that comes to my mind is Santana, but he's not dead.
Well, yeah. No, Santana is super good, though. That's a good call.
He's
That's a
not.
good call.
He's not dead.
No.
No. Okay. Who are you talking about? Who's the guitarist?
Jimi Hendrix.
He died young?
He died at 27,
What?
unfortunately. Other names,
Come on,
Janis
he didn't die at
Joplin,
27, did he?
Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain. This is the most depressing trivia question we've ever had, Stifler.
Jimi Hendrix died? How dare... Now oh my god, Jimi
Winehouse.
Hendrix died
At
at...
27.
Yeah.
And he was that phenomenal.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He only had like 2
He
years
did.
in the industry and left a legacy that was bigger
Absolute.
than almost anyone.
Absolutely
Dang it,
incredible.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Avicii?
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly who... Avicii,
28
yes.
years old. So
Okay, yeah, I would have guessed him, but I couldn't come up with the
I
name.
remember
Alright.
now. Yeah. Dang.
Go to question 3. I'm
Gonna
starting to
cut.
cry.
Yeah, let's forget about this one.
Question 3. The Ring is a modern classic horror series from Japan that centers around a cursed videotape.
Mm-hmm.
When someone watches the tape, they'll quickly after receive a phone call where a mysterious voice tells them, "You will die in blank." What is that? You will die in what?
I need to say that The Ring is my favorite horror movie.
Whoa!
Like,
wow.
absolute favorite. I love this movie to death.
I can't believe
It is... You die in 7 days. You die in a week.
You got
Oh
it.
my
Good job.
goodness.
Good
Dude,
job.
I'm a movie buff.
I'm starting to
I
get
love my
scared
movies.
because I don't
I'm
know
so
where
thrilled.
we're going to get all these guinea pigs with wings.
I love
Dang
this.
it, but I missed one. I missed one, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank
Goodbye.
goodness.
We'll come up with a bonus point here
All
at
right.
some point.
Will we now? You really want
Yes.
these hands?
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call them hamsters.
I want my man Phoenix. Look, he
Give
knows
me my
Shin
guinea
Lim.
pigs.
All right.
We
Yeah.
need to work some magic for him.
Here's
All right?
hoping you are a big fan of this. Question 4. Marvel Comics.
Mm-hmm.
There's a famous rivalry between Thanos and Deadpool, which eventually led Thanos to cursing Deadpool with immortality. Interesting curse.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he do this?
I don't know. Actually, I didn't even know Thanos was the one who gave him immortality.
Okay, I'll give you a little
I
bit.
thought Deadpool just became immortal because of some sort of illness he had.
No, that's regeneration.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think just the movies, the movies haven't touched on the immortality thing.
So this is
Definitely
this
not.
is in the comic series that the movie Infinity War was based on, but it's quite a bit different in the comic books. But it's still about
So
Thanos
they didn't
destroying
mention it in the
universe.
movie though.
Sorry?
Yeah.
No, it's
They
not.
didn't mention it in the movie.
In
though,
fact,
did they?
it's not even the same reason from the comic
Yeah.
book to the movie.
All right, I'm gonna take a guess. Wait, so the reason why he cursed him with immortality?
Mhm.
What, to teach him a lesson? I don't know. Like, immortality is kind of dumb. I wouldn't want immortality anyway. I think living forever is kind of...
It's
Kind of a
really
funny
weird-
answer, actually.
It's actually, yeah. I think.
Well, because he'd see his loved ones die. I don't know.
Oh,
Go on,
I have
Q.
no idea.
Give it to him.
No idea.
Okay, I gotta preface this with what actually happens in the story. In the comic book
Okay.
Infinity Gauntlet, the whole reason that the whole reason that Thanos wants to do the snap, you've seen the Marvel movie, right?
Yeah.
Is not because of an eco-terrorist.
Balance.
It's because he likes death. Death is a woman. He's
The
in love with
entity.
death. He wants to show off. He curses Deadpool with immortality because death likes him more than Thanos.
Yep.
It was over a girl.
So he cursed him with immortality so that he can't die.
As an actual... Oh my
Death.
god.
Death is the
with
whole
death.
reason he gets the gauntlet is to impress Death, and she's not impressed.
Didn't even know Death was a girl.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is in Marvel Comics, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
You learn something new every day. Hey, you know, this
Yeah.
is
You can
this is
still
very
get a
educational.
respectable 3 out of 5.
You can.
Hmm.
You can. And I believe in you. Truly believe in you.
And the reason, it's kind of your fault because you're the hit with the cursed images. We only picked cursed trivia because of you.
They had to think of one topic.
Yeah.
That's-
Hmm.
In 1922, question number 5. In 1922, the tomb of an ancient Egyptian ruler was opened by a group of men from Europe. and the body and treasures within and around the sarcophagus were removed. Some eventually sold on the black market. 1 year later, the first of many deaths was reported, which would begin the spread of rumors, saying that those men were cursed. The first victim of the mummy's curse was George Edward Stanhope Molyneux Herbert. That's a long name. The 5th Earl of Carnarvon. Carnarvon. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that, please. What mummy did he help uncover?
Is this like a famous mummy?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh god. There's like only one that I really know.
Go on.
Tutankhamun.
Hey, you got it.
It was?
That's the one.
I mean, it had to be. Like,
Yeah.
if it wasn't, I'd have absolutely no idea.
Yeah,
that's
the
what
one.
was the curse?
Tutankhamun is my favorite mummy of all time.
Yeah,
I love
it's also the only mummy I know.
Yeah.
What was the curse?
What
was the curse?
It's just called the Mummy's Curse, and all of the people they said. Now, here's the thing, though. They said that like they were all cursed, and so a lot of them eventually died. But like some of them, like one of the guys who actually removed the mummy from the sarcophagus died like 60 years later of old age. So like that's
it's a curse.
Curse of old age.
Yeah,
it is a curse. But...
Yeah, it is. It is. So it's
also 1922. Like we had barely anything in medicine. They probably died from a cold or something like that.
That's probably what they thought.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally true. So this has been the Void Frogs Curse Trivia, entirely too morbid.
Yeah.
Yep.
And death.
It's accurate to the theme.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
We should have done Blurst, man. I'm telling you, Blurst would have been a hit.
You'd have like 3 blessed ones and 2 cursed ones.
That's it.
Next
That's
time.
it.
Next
Blurst.
time.
I love that word, by the way. I've said it a number of times to Q. Yeah, that's the next move. I really believe in it.
And every time I hear it, I just think of woohoo. There's a band called Blur, but I just realized I'm too old for you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Phoenix, good job.
It was very popular, okay? It's a very popular song.
Congratulations.
I get 3 guinea pigs.
That's
3
it.
Fluffy, floofy.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I say we make that happen. Q, make it happen.
Yeah.
Start getting them
Shout to my guinea pig contact.
over to
I think
photos
that's
of
worth
guinea pigs over a plane.
You know what? I think that's worth a video on the Phoenix SC channel. Floofy guinea pigs with wings.
Floofy.
And
I can do that.
Void frogs.
Yeah.
Model some void frogs.
Yep.
Tomorrow during a live stream, I will make floofy guinea pigs.
I think that sounds great.
Or I will turn a pig into a guinea pig.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
That would look so weird.
And he's literally the guinea pig of the experiment. See?
Hey.
Gotta do it.
This is great. That's a great idea. I will enjoy that. Hey, actually, that's perfect because I would love for you to tell everybody where to follow your live streams and also where to follow you on Twitter, social media, and all that. Phoenix
SC on YouTube and Phoenix. Oh god, I can't even say it. It's just PHNIXHAMSTA on Twitter. Phoenix SC. Just look me up.
Just look him up. You'll either go to Phoenix's YouTube or you'll go to the sports club in don't do
that one.
You live stream on YouTube?
I do. Yes.
Okay. So don't look for him on Twitch. It's YouTube.
Oh no, but I stream simultaneously on both.
Whoa, there's the talent.
Yeah.
It's that advanced technology right there.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a Twitch partner, because if I was, I wouldn't be able to do that legally.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, so go watch them, either one of those. And where now you have made downloads and stuff available in the past. And I assume that might be something that you do in the future. If people want to download something from you, where should they look? Should they just go to your YouTube videos and look for links?
Just look up the video on YouTube. I would, if it's a big concept or a big map, I would go on my website and actually upload it there. phoenixsc.me, so phoenixsc.me. But really just go to the YouTube video and
Cool.
click it from there.
Cool.
Ooh,
Awesome.
And there's t-shirts.
I have merch. I don't actively promote them, but I do. And
Well,
people
we're-
have bought them,
Classic gray.
thankfully.
The classic gray. Classic.
We're doing it right now.
You can
Let's-
have
Yeah.
Dude, let's get a deck of cards.
Yeah?
Phoenix? Dude,
Right now?
no, not right.
What?
I'm gonna talk to you after the show. Let's talk later.
Well,
My
yeah.
Oh, wait, no,
Oh, it is
people.
3 minutes to midnight.
Card trick.
Yeah. That's right. You everybody go follow him. Everybody go show him some love. Get his merch. And thank you so much, Phoenix, for being here with
Appreciate
us
it. Thank
today.
you for having me.
Yeah, this has been a blast.
This has been really fun. Yeah.
I'm still
Great.
excited and like sweating a little bit over the shin limb excitement.
Yeah.
Also, it's very
Oh,
hot here.
well, I'm waiting for Q to watch it because,
I'm
oh
gonna
my
watch
god.
it's gonna blow you away.
I
Yeah,
just
it will.
Googled it. It's ready to go.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank
and I'll
you.
watch that TED talk that you talked
yeah,
about
I
before.
also-
That one.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you everybody for tuning in, watching us. Wherever you are, YouTube, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, all the good places. Thank you for listening in. You can find us at thevoidfrogs.com, twitter.com/thevoidfrogs, youtube.com/thevoidfrogs, or thevoidfrogs.com/discord. Go over there so that you can ask questions in the future.
Submit
And,
your question for next week, and
yeah.
we will pick a really fun one if you put one for us.
That's right. That's right. That's it. Thank you all very much. We'll see you all around next week. Peace.
Thanks. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye, guys. I'm Phoenix. You should have said that. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. I'm Q-Man.